धन्यवाद देता हूँ.
धन्यवाद. The next speaker is V. Muraleedharan. Can I call Binay Bisam for 3 minutes? Then, because you will speak for about 15 minutes. Binay Bisam. Yeah.
Or he can speak.
No.
We called him.
No, he will speak longer.
Then we called him and he's a good friend of ours. Yes, let him speak.
He should be first. He will be replying. He should be always first.
It's your turn, please. I have called your name.
No. Let him speak. He is a senior leader.
Minister has yielded, so you can speak.
No, sir.
Please. Please. No. I have called your name, please. When I have called the name of Binay Bisam, he will speak. He will speak. Minister will not speak now. Please. Why do you? I don't understand.
You called him first and then reply from that position. Please call him.
He called him and he got up.
Please call him. He got up.
You want to? Mr. Bisam, you want to speak? You want to speak or not?
BJP and CPI.
You want to speak or not? Otherwise, your turn will come in the last. You will miss the chance.
I will speak after Murali.
You called his name.
After you called him first and I stand with your mates.
And he yielded and he
No,
has
no.
given chance to you.
I request you to stand by your mates.
No, I have called him now. Now if you do not speak, then it will go. Your name will go to the last.
BJP.
It will come in the last. Yes, Muraleedharan.
Yes. Honorable Vice Chairman, sir, the House is discussing the functioning of the Indian Railways, the discussion on the Ministry of Indian Railways. And Indian Railways, as it has been mentioned by many members, is one of the largest railway networks in the whole world, spreading across almost 70,000 kilometers of network with almost 2.5 crore passengers traveling every day, more than 13,000 passenger trains, and around 7,500 railway stations. It's recognized as one of the largest railway systems under a single management. The Indian Railways, under the Honorable Prime Minister Narendra Modi's leadership, is on the way of Atmanirbharta. It has become the pride of India. It has moved away from the UPA era, when it was unpredictable mode of transportation, and has become the safest, trusted, and on time, most efficient growth engine of Indian economy. And I must congratulate the Honorable Railway Minister for introducing the policies which are investor friendly, investing in the infrastructure of railways, and it has moved quickly to enable foreign direct investment in railways to improve infrastructure for freight as well as high-speed trains. There has been many engineering.
Please don't.
There has been many. I will come back.
After that you can.
Don't worry. Sir, I will manage. There has been many engineering landmarks that has been achieved by the Indian Railways. The longest tunnel on Udhampur-Srinagar-Baramulla route, which is 12.758 kilometers. The 111 kilometer stretch between the lower Himalayas, Katra, Banihal section, which is also under progress at a rapid pace. And the project which is at the highest altitude railway network in the Pir Panjal mountain range. All these are, I would consider, the landmark achievements of Indian Railways, which makes it the pride of India, the pride of the whole world. Regarding capital investment, during the period of UPA 2009 to 2014, the capital investment was 45,980 crores in railways. Whereas during 14 to 19, the first 5 years of Prime Minister Narendra Modi ji, it almost doubled, went beyond that and went up to 99,511. And this year, in 2022-23, again I must congratulate the Railway Minister for having a record capital allocation of 2,45,800 crores. Sir, this is a great achievement that the Indian Railways have achieved under the leadership of Honorable Prime Minister. I can go on and add on many such things, but I will also would like to add that the budget allocation, it has not been limited to only the difficult areas of Northeast or the Kashmir Valley or the areas in the other parts of the country, but spread across every region. And Kerala has benefited. I would like to thank the Railway Minister for the benevolent support that Kerala has been receiving. During the UP era, the average allocation from 2009 to 2014 under the UPA2 was 372 crores, a total outlay. And Kerala had almost 8 ministers in the government of India during the UPA period. And eight ministers in the UPA era from Kerala, representing Kerala, and we got an average of 372 crores. Means you are all friends. So, from 372 crores, last year, 21-22, the allocation got doubled and went up to 871 crores. And again this year, I must thank the Honorable Railway Minister for allocation of 1,085 crores for 22-23. Thank you, sir. Regarding the ongoing projects, the railway line doubling projects, the facilities in the railway stations, the overbridges, the facilities for providing lifts for the sick and the Divyang passengers, for senior citizens, the video surveillance systems, the central monitoring system, all these aspects, there has been progress that has been made in Kerala, and the people of Kerala are thankful to the Prime Minister and the Railway Minister for this support for the state of Kerala. Just now while speaking, my friend Mr. Britas, he mentioned about the support that they require from the Government of India. Of course, the Government of India has been trying to implement, and he also quoted from the, I don't know, he got the information from the Cabinet decision of 2015, where it was mentioned that the railways wanted that the state should share the burden of expansion of infrastructure development. And, sir, I have an answer given by the Railway Minister to the colleague of Shri Britas, party colleague, and also two members, Mr. A.M. Arif and Advocate Dean Kuriakos, on 2nd February 2022, where the issue was about Shabari Rail project. And Shabari rail project, the minister says that in 97-98, the cost estimated was 550 crores. And now the anticipated cost is in 2017-18 is 2,815 crores. But the government of India, the railways, I must quote the statement, says that railways had requested government of Kerala via letters dated 6/9/2011, 22/12/2011, 8/10/2012 to share at least 50% of the cost. Again, these are all earlier governments. After that, during this, after that, during this government also, Ministry of Railways had latest letter on 11/1/2020. Before that, 6/2/2018, 1/3/2018, 3 letters during the period of this government. And let me conclude. Please, I am ready to place it on the table of the House. I only requested you to place the letter you quoted on the table of the House. I didn't run away from that. And the railway minister says, because of lack of support from the government of Kerala, and because the government of Kerala didn't respond positively, that project couldn't be undertaken. And they couldn't solve the law and order issues that arose. Now let me come to the latest issue. The government of Kerala said that we don't have money to support 1,000 crores. 2,085 is the allocation, is the estimate for the Shabari project, and requested that 50% may be shared. Government of Kerala says that we don't have that much money. And now the government of Kerala says that we are coming up with a project of 1 lakh crore. Where is the money going to come from? Where is the money going to come from? And you say that, and you accuse that.
Mr. Bijan, don't make
I'll come to that.
Don't make running committee.
Don't worry, I'll come to that. And the 1 lakh crore, and they accuse that BJP is playing petty politics. We saw what the politics was being played here. What was the response of your party when the high-speed rail corridor railway project was being implemented from Ahmedabad to Mumbai? Your party opposed that. You said that railway projects, high-speed railway is not at all required. So then how do you come up with such a project in Kerala? You are opposing projects in other parts. And here also, I saw parties which were opposing high-speed rails in their states now supporting CPM's arguments. Parties which had opposed. I will come now. My government.
You wait.
I will.
Finish.
I will.
Don't make it. No,
Wait, be patient.
Mr. Peter, please sit down.
See now the state government, now the people of Kerala are on the streets for the last 1 month protesting against the unilateral move of the Kerala government over the Silver Line project, so-called Silver Line. The state government is misleading the people of the state. Despite the government of India making it clear, despite the railway ministry making it clear that it has not approved the project, the government of India, the railways, very specifically the honorable railway minister on the floor of the other house mentioned that the DPR that is submitted is faulty. it need to undergo detailed study. It is not yet approved, but the government of Kerala goes ahead, and if I would like to share with the members of this August House the way the people were treated, the protesters were treated,
please don't.
and now
Don't interrupt, please.
the government of
Don't
the
make running
representatives
commentary.
of the
Don't make
government,
running commentary.
the representatives of the
You did not
of
give
their
him chance.
party,
Please be seated.
they say that this opposition is ill-motivated. This opposition is motivated by other interests. They say that communal forces are on play. They say that there is a second liberation struggle in the coming. Who says that? Is a 6-year-old girl, 6-year-old girl who was weeping because the police dragged her mother in front of her. Dragged her mother. The male police
Please,
dragged that
Mr.
woman
Karim,
in
please
front
sit
of that 6-year-old girl, and that girl was weeping, and the state government says that right of children are affected. So we will take case against the mother. We will take a case against the mother. Is it the planning of second liberation struggle is being done by a 6-year-old girl? Do you feel that 6-year-old girl will start the second liberation
Please be
struggle?
seated. No interruption will go on record. No interruption will go on record. Please be seated. Please continue.
See, the government of Kerala says that we are not doing the land acquisition. We are only doing the social impact assessment. What is social impact assessment? Laying yellow stones on the trespassing the houses. There are some houses, there are some places where the revenue authorities, they scaled over the compound wall and went into the house, the compound, tried to have the survey stones planted there. No traffic survey, no geotechnical survey, no environmental survey, and no social impact study. And the so-called, leftists were considered to be people who are for the poor. That was the days many decades ago, but now. I don't agree that these leftists can claim to be the proponents of the poor. So in the name of surveying and social impact assessment, they are laying stones on people's land. They have been forcing people to do it using the police force and without advance notice. What does the Land Acquisition, Rehabilitation and Resettlement Act of 2013 say? It very clearly mentions about social impact assessment, how it should be done. It says that local bodies have to be consulted for the SIA, even at ward and village level. Has it been done anywhere? Never. It has not been done anywhere. So the government says we are doing social impact assessment, and social impact assessment doesn't mean terrifying the people, displacing the people.
No, let him finish. He is about to finish. No, please. Let him finish. He is finishing. No.
तबीयत ठीक नहीं है.
No. You have another.
Okay.
You have another speaker. You brief him. He will speak.
आपकी तबीयत ठीक नहीं है.
A law which his government has repeatedly tried to amend. But today he is using that law to justify his position. I congratulate him.
Let me clarify.
Yes.
Let me clarify.
मैं इसको clear करो.
Yes. Let me clarify. See, in Kerala, the government says we are doing the social impact assessment. It is their government's claim, not my claim. And I am quoting this rule to them. At least they should have followed that. They should have followed that. So, they should have followed that. They who were proponents of that, they should have followed that. So, now let me conclude. Let me conclude.
Mr. President, let him conclude. Please be seated.
So,
No interruption will go on record. No interruption will go on record. Please be seated. Mr. Minister, please continue.
Sir, I'm concluding. I'm concluding. Sir, it's a serious law and order situation that is emerging in Kerala. The protesting, the innocent people are beaten black and blue. They are being threatened. They are being threatened. The chief minister, many other ministers, every day, they are threatening the people who are coming on the streets to protest. It's not led by any political party. It's the ordinary human beings. I have visited personally many of the places where people were beaten by your police. I went being the people, because when the so-called representatives of the people, they beat the people, then we have to go. Being the representative of the government of India, I went. People told me, I have only 3 cents of land. Where do I go if this house is taken away from me? Where do I go if this land is taken away from me? So, I would like to request the Honorable Railway Minister. I want to request the Railway Minister. Sir, government has announced 400 Vande Bharat trains. I would like to request, Kerala requires, people want fast mode of travel. Kerala requires fast mode of travel. At present, the double lining is going on. I would request that the railway be pleased to sanction a 3rd railway line, one exclusively for freight and the other 2 for the passenger service. The upgrading, one more point, upgrading the tracks so that 160 kilometers per hour train can be run on that tracks. 160 kilometer per hour train. That is Vande Bharat. And if that can be done, and then run Vande Bharat, Kerala is 500 kilometers. 160 kilometers per hour means Kerala can be from one end to the other end. It can be connected in 3 to 3.5 hours. And the Chief Minister says the new railway line is to connect to the other end to this end in 4.5 hours. Vande Bharat will connect it in 3.5 hours. Why do we want a new rail with 1 lakh crore when Vande Bharat can do that? Sir, one more point. One more point. Why I am finishing. One more point. The announcement that has been made of the alignment, it's not clear whether it is on embankment, it's on with pillars, or there will be barriers. Whether it is embankment or barrier walls, it's going to be an ecological disaster for the entire state. We had suffered 2 floods. We had Oki and Kerala people, sir, because of the wrong policies, the wrong policies of the government in power. Don't punish the people of Kerala. I request the Honorable Railway Minister to look into this aspect and take a view, a considered view, looking at all these aspects and see that such disastrous projects are not supported by the government of Narendra Modi ji under your leadership. Thank you, sir.
Thank you. The next speaker is K.C. Venugopal. Mr. Venugopal, your party time is over. I am giving you a few minutes.
Little bit. Thank you, Chairman, sir.
Letter, please.
Thank you, Chairman, sir, for giving